have gone to quite a few. And I have pictures and stuff, and I want to make videos from all the places that I've gone. That includes the intaglio giants and the Kachina intaglios and the giant six-toed Bigfoot intaglio and El Tosca intaglio. And then I want to make some posts about Topog maze because I studied that for quite a while. And I also just want to say, the geoglyphs, they're meant to be seen from above in the earthworks, and there's a lot of them. And so when you're driving around in the desert off trail, like just tread lightly. You could be driving over important historical archaeological sites and destroying things. So don't litter. Don't throw trash on the ground, and don't, behave like a beast. Okay, so yeah, there's the stone house that I found on, of course, on Google Sky Maps, and I went to that. And then I've also found some other rock house locations. These are ruins in Yuha Basin, and I definitely want to go to Yuha Basin and go exploring around there. And then these are some intaglios that I haven't been to, the Mojave Brothers. This is in Quartzsite. This one is just out in the middle of nowhere, over by Chino, I think. And again, these are out pretty far out in the middle of nowhere. This one, I could have seen it, but I didn't. I missed it. And this one I really would love to go to, the Quartz Dragonfly. It's, I wish I could have zoomed out again because it's just seems impossible to get to. And there was that time when I was in the conspiracy mode looking at the sky maps, and I did find these locations with blacked out triangles. And when I went to one of the triangles, I found a sign, and from then on, I decided to change my approach. And so I don't really investigate the military stuff anymore. But I mean, I love this sign. I want to get a shirt that says, if you can read this shirt, you're in range. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, that sign scared me. And when I was in my conspiracy mode, I started thinking, what would they name a place that if they wanted to keep people away? And immediately I thought Asbestos Mountain. And so I went and looked, did some satellite image, checking it out up there on Asbestos Mountain. And sure enough, I found lots of caves, lots of weird stonework, it looked like. And, these are just a few, but it looks worth investigating, but I don't know about going to Asbestos Mountain. Now, Jurupa has some really great ruins and lots of dinosaur activity there. They've got dinosaur exhibits. And then this place in Hemet, I'm going to do a series on Hemet. And there's definitely underground stuff going on in Hemet, but this was by Ramona somewhere. I want to go there so bad. They're like leading to some underground thing. It's crazy. This is Eden Hot Springs near Hemet. I really want to go there. I've got my 4-wheel drive. I can, and I am going to go there. I can't wait to go there. It's going to be hard to get to, though. And this is just some stuff in the San Jacinto area that I want to investigate, but I haven't been able to because I had my car. And, again, Hemet has these mounds that I discovered, and nobody has recognized these as being mounds, but they look identical to mounds, and they're in alignment with the pyramid, and which is in front of the Maze Stone. And this is another one in Little Lake. And they look just like all the mounds. But, I'd never heard of mounds. These are the ruins in Jackrabbit Trail that I found way out up there. And then these are the ones that look more military that I, again, decided to steer clear of. Now, this place is called Casa Loma Canal. And there's just like ruins there. I just feel it. I know it. And I feel like people are constantly just building on top of the ruins because, it's probably a great location now and it's a great location then. And so they build on top of the ruins, but there's little signs that look like old stuff, or I don't think I can get up to this place to investigate. And I don't even know if it would be really hard to get to. But again, I have my 4-wheel drive, so you never know. These places are all on the list. And the fish traps, I'm exploring those now. They cover like hundreds of acres, so these are in Coachella, but these to me look like possible stonework, instead of just a regular mountain. Like there could be something inside. Then way up on top of one of those mountains in the middle of nowhere was what looks like some kind of effigy. But I don't know if I'll ever get up there. Then I went through a phase when I was obsessed with circles. I just wanted to find circles so bad. And that's what I was just looking for, circles. I just wanted to find circles. So I had lots of circles that I found. And it reminds me, especially maybe entitling it to, well, I put hearts everywhere, but sometimes I don't remember where these places are. Now, this is on a place called Alessandro Island in Lake Paris, and it's just like some radioactive canister with some alien skull and crossbones on it. Probably won't investigate that, but another human effigy. This is in a more common place, but again, this place has all these circles and stone things, but getting to that place, not only is it seasonal, but I don't know if it's like all uphill, up desert craziness. I don't know. But there's some cool things to explore up there. I don't know if this is new or if this is old. It could be done by some hippies. I don't know. So when I was looking for circles, this place is some archaeological place. And then there's that maze that was there. This place is actually not, it's near Las Vegas, and there's all kinds of exciting ruins all around Las Vegas. Nevada is so interesting to me. I've studied a lot of places in Nevada, but then I'll try and bring it, back down to Southern California because I'm more likely to be going to places closer by to where I live. But I would love to go to invest or to, check these places out. This place is really close to Las Vegas. It's in the Calico Mountains, not to be confused with the Calico Early Man site, which is in Nevada, which I am going to be investigating. Well, I don't know what's going on with that place. It might be shut down. They made some statements about 300,000-year-old people, and then the next thing you know, it's shut down. So maybe it would be a good time to investigate. No, but I do have my 4-wheel drive. Anyways, I love the area, so you never know. I'd love to get out there. I have been out there actually. I was looking for Opal Mountain, and that'll be another post for sure. It was an adventure. But let's see. Now, this place is right next to where I live, and I found it because I was trying to map out a way to get to this place that I want to get to near the Salton Sea. And I found this place in someone's yard. If it's your yard, sorry. But, it seems to me, sure, maybe it was made recently, but it seems very odd. It's in an area with ancient history of people. And I don't know, is it new? Is it old? Is it for horses? I don't know. It's a maze, obviously. But, it's on the way of where I'm investigating. So maybe I will try to get pictures. But some of these things, look a lot different from above than they do when you get on the ground. And they're always, well, now I'm getting used to it, but they used to just be way bigger than I would think they were going to be when I finally got there. So usually in the beginning, especially, they're going to be bigger, whatever you're looking at. And then this was a place this is in Death Valley at a place called Evelyn, and it's just a circle, and it's I don't know what it is or why it's there. It could be a logical explanation, or it could be an archaeological thing. This one is somewhere in the middle of California, and I have the picture that I have of it is old, and it says Satewa. What does it say? Satewa Circle. So if anyone wants to investigate any of these things, I encourage it. I just ask that you tell me what you found. This says Satewa Native Area. That's what my picture is titled. So I don't really know. I think it's in Southern California, or not Southern, but middle of California. So now this is just a circle I found in the Salton Sea. And these circles, these are Santa Rosa ruins. They would be so hard to get to. You know how hard these would be? You'd have to park as close as you could, and then you'd have to hike in. You'd have to spend the night, and then you'd have to get up. Then you'd have to hike in. Then you'd get there, like maybe that evening, and then you could like spend the night there. Oh, it'd be so fun. That's a big thing, though. That would be big for me. That's big because you're on your own in this place. Usually, when I go camping, it's in a campground or at least in a campsite but nowadays, I don't know, it's better to be going to more remote places probably. And also, looking at a lot of things, I'm just picturing two of them, but this was near the Santa Rosa mines. And I feel like sometimes there might be cover-ups of people just like putting stuff on the top of it, making it look like an old mine, but who knows what they're covering up? Who knows? But, I'm not going to start going that way too much because there's too many other things to look at. This place has captured my imagination for hours, days. Who knows, if you added it all up, it'd be a lot, but it's just kind of a random thing I want to make a post on. This place called Mexicaltitan. Listen, it's a man-made island, and it was man-made. The Aztecs, I don't think it was Aztec. I think it was, whoever the Aztecs, they came, it could be older than the Aztecs. I think it was older than the Aztecs. The Aztecs kind of came and took over what was already there and abandoned. So the technology to make this island, though, and then the way it's got these, and then I've got a lot of history about it. There was pyramids, and so I'm going to make a post about that. But I just wanted to show you that picture of this man-made island, and if I could zoom out, it's in the middle of literally nowhere. What's going on? What is the deal with that? So fascinating to think about. And and the other thing about it is that it floods and stuff all the time. Yeah. Well, anyways, that's another post. And here's just the Salton Sea. And what am I? So I've been studying up a lot on the Salton Sea and reading up a lot about it. And one of the things I read was something about a place called Cerro Prieto. And so I'm like, whatever. I do a lot of skimming when I read, so I didn't really take in at the time what I was reading. And when I was looking on Google Sky Maps, I remembered Cerro Prieto, and so I just put it in, and this showed up. And at first, I was like, blown away. I'm like, whoa, what is this? How could this be tied to the Salton Sea? What is the possible connection? And, I'm just fascinated by this place. This is like a volcano thing. But anyways, the connection is that it's a geothermal connection, and it's related to the San Andreas Fault and that kind of thing. But that's a pretty interesting place for sure. And okay, moving along, this is in the Salton Sea. I just found this flock of seagulls or fleet of UFOs. You decide. It's just weird. It's weird seeing it out, like that. I don't know. It's just strange. And then this picture. Now, the reason that I found this stone head is because I was scouring the area. It's one of my favorite areas to scour with Google Sky Maps because I want to go so bad. And I have found out since then more information. I thought it was off limits because there was a 12-month a sign that said 12 months in jail and $1,000 fine if you're trespassing. And so I thought it was some archaeological thing. I think it's because there's a gold mine there. And so if I could just talk to the gold mine owner, tell him I'm not interested in the gold and I'm interested in the stone head, or I'm interested in all the other things that are there. But anyways, so the story goes, and I'm going to make a post about this, the Truck Haven Man burial site, 5,000-year-old, carbon dated, and Smithsonian took the bones. That's all I'm going to say about that, but I'm making an entire post about it. And like I said, researching, I'm looking for where they dug up the bones, I thought, maybe I'd see this disturbed area. I wanted to know where it was. And I think I found it. And then right down below, I found this stone head. Coincidence? Like, I scour all over with Google Sky Maps. I don't come across stone heads. I just don't. If I did, I would be posting them right now, right here. This is the only one. And it was by this 5,000, and they say 5,000, whatever. It's like, it seems like if anything's really, really old, they'll just round it up to 5,000 and they won't go past that because that doesn't fit into the thing. But I want to find that evidence, and there's the Yuha Man burial site connected to that. Well, it's a whole post. I haven't done all the research on it yet. Okay, I'm getting down to my final pictures here. Now, this is one of my favorite things I have found. It's one of the first things I found. And I learned a lesson, and the lesson is, when you find something, put a heart by it, or zoom out or write down where it is, because you will not remember. All I can tell you about this location is that it's in a lake bed. It's in a dried up lake bed in Nevada somewhere. Oh, maybe it's not in Nevada though. No, I mean, I don't know. I think it's in Nevada. And the only clue that I have, because what was written on the, it just happened to print. It wasn't the location, but it was all in the same search session. So before, somewhere around Camp Desert Rock in Nevada, in a dried bed, one of those dried salt beds, riverbeds, not riverbeds, lake beds, there is this image of this Viking ship. And it's pretty exact. I don't, coincidences don't usually get this specific, because, like, look at all these coincidences. Okay, you can see the oar. You can see two oars. You can see the shape of the longboat. You can see the dragon and its tongue coming out. You can see the man facing forward in the front, and then the men like in the, in rows in the boat. You can see the bags and stuff that they have. You can see the circles, like they put on their ships, And just because I saw this and I went and I did some research on Viking ships, and I'm like, yep, that's it. Zoomed in on the dragon. There you go. They look, I mean, is that a coincidence? I mean, look at this again. It's just that, you hear about the Viking ship in the desert. Well, there it is. I don't know. It's in a weird form though. I don't even know what it is. So now this, I don't know if it's a real face or if this is, this might be some kind of military thing that they dug. I really don't know. But it's, I found lots of things in the desert that are definitely old geoglyphs, but I don't know if they all are, and I want to go investigate. But the latest one that I found, and the best one, because it was really unexpected, I'm zoomed in, and I found this crop circle, sand circle looking thing. I don't know anything about it. I'd love to know more, and I definitely want to go here. It's far, far, far away. Well, it's not too far from me, but it's far from everything. And it's got to be pretty big. I can't imagine it being really old, but what if it is?